everyone, Jennifer with Crafty Bones. So I just want to get on real quick and show you that I have indeed finished the Modern Squares throw. That is a combination of Tunisian crochet and then standard crochet for the border. So that's what we ended up with. I will be putting a full-size picture on Instagram, so you should be able to see it. So, what this is made with. The body was done with Super Saver Ombre in the color Spearmint. This is what I have left of 3. I did no color control. There were spots where I probably should have done some color control, but I just let it go as it came, and then I tried to find the spot on the next skein. There was only 3 to choose from that had the most accurate representation of what would be the next color. Unfortunately, sometimes it was still an abrupt change. Let me find one here and show you right here. So right here you can see that it was an abrupt change from the lighter color to the darker color. And this is worked by doing the squares starting in the center here and attaching as you go around and around and around, and then the border goes on. And the border is done in also a Red Heart Super Saver, and this one is in the color Aquamarine. No, Jade, sorry. And this is what's left. And the border is 2 rows of single crochet, a row of trebles, and 2 rows of doubles. So that's what was left of that. Again, that pattern is the Modern Squares Throw. Let me find page 1 here. So that's that. It's from Yarn Inspirations. I did not find any tutorials on this, so I did do this by reading the pattern. Frustrating sometimes, but so it does have a diagram showing you which order or which direction each of the squares will go into. But it is a free pattern on Yarn Inspirations, and you just look for the Modern Squares Throw, okay? And then I did start a new Afghan. It's also a Yarn Inspirations pattern. And this is the one I'm going to do next, the Aran Isle Throw. Oh, the Modern Squares Throw, it says in the pattern that it should be, if you get the gauge, you should get 44 inches by 44 inches. And that is 9 squares in each direction. I was nowhere near that for the one for either side, so I did add another row. So instead of being 9 by 9, mine is 9 by 10. And I ended up at 43 inches by 39 inches. And the squares themselves are barely 4 inches. So you can see that it wasn't very close. So this Aran Squares Throw, this is recommending 2 hook sizes. One's for the border and one is for the body. And the body is supposed to be a 6. I'm going to use a 6.5. And the border is supposed to be a 5.5. And I will use a 6. But it looks like a very interesting pattern. It's got a lot of texture to it, and it's designed to be a single color pattern. This is for 7 skeins of Red Heart Super Saver, and I am actually using Big Twist, and I'm going to use this Big Twist here in the color Coral. It's quite bright, and I'm sure it's blowing out pretty badly. Yeah, let's see if I get a little closer. No, bad. I do have 7 skeins of this. That's why I went ahead and went up the hook size. Super Saver skeins have 364 yards. These have 380 yards, so I'm hoping that it will be ineffectual into whether or not I run out of yarn. Plus, this is not a discontinued item, so I can still get more of that. But this is where I'm at right now. I'm just finishing the first row of double crochet. It starts out with 181 chains. I have decided to do longer because at 181 chains, it was supposed to be 53 inches long, and it was not, because I am 53 inches, or, you know, it's not 63 inches, I believe. Sorry, not 53. Yes, 63 by 48, so 5'3" by 4 foot, and it was not going to be that at all. So I tore out and then went back and added 18 more chains. So this whole section right here was an add-on. So that gives me the extra footage that I needed. So again, hopefully I'll have enough yarn, but I usually have extra than what they say. But back to the Tunisian crochet hooks. Give me a second. This is the one I had. I don't know how long it is, 14 inches maybe. Let's see. Yeah, 14 inches. So this one's 14 inches. I liked the way I could control it better at the tip, but the weight was rough on the wrist and on the back side of the palm here. All that weight holding you down. So I did try the one with the cable on it. This cable is so stiff, and I have run it under hot water and hit it with a blow dryer too. So it's not, it was like this tight, and it was really hard to work with. But I straightened it out some, and then I found that every time I tried to turn the hook head down, like this part was hitting me in the body, and I just had a hard time controlling that. So then I found this also in a 6mm, let me see, I guessed 8, but I'm wrong, it's 9, not counting this little nub, it's 9 inches. And this one made everything go so much quicker, and this is a Susan Baker. I got this at Joann, and I used a coupon, so I didn't pay full price for it. All right, so let me show you what I bought myself on Amazon. I found a video. I was just playing a bunch of videos one day, and an older video from Little John Crochet came up, and she tests a lot of different devices, and she tests devices and products from Amazon a lot, but Dollar Tree, she does all kinds of inexpensive Dollar Tree craft stuff, and she had introduced me to a carrier, and I started using it today. So let me show you what it is. It's this. As you can see, I got a lot of hooks lined here, and then the rest of the hooks here. This does zip out, and I always use these padded hooks. All of my hooks have this. Very few, I have found very few of them fit in here height-wise, but that's fine. It zips up enough, and the elastic holds this in enough in here enough that I'm comfortable with it. But some of the other ones, like here's my furls, that's sitting way over here, and then this is the only regular hook that I have. It fits in here, but it's still a little too tall. But let me tell you, this was great though for carrying stuff around. Oh, that's the thank you card that came with them for buying it. So in this pocket I have stitch markers, including the ones from Jan Kirk that she made me. Love those. And over here in this large pocket I have a full-size pair of scissors. In this small pocket I also have a small pair of scissors, just because I had them there. In here I have a prescription bottle that's got all of my tapestry needles in it, including some new ones I picked up. But again, this right here, they're not going anywhere. They're rubber, so they don't really slide. Over here are ones that don't necessarily have rubber on them. They're just bigger hooks. But there is black elastic in that side. And if you put enough things in the black elastic, it stays put. So there's my 2 lighted hooks. There's 2 Yarnology hooks right there. This is also a Hobby Lobby hook. And then that is a Clover hook you probably recognize. Then these ones here are all the ones that are, these are all boy hooks that came in a kit. But they're in a little pocket there. I don't know if we can see the pocket. Yeah. They're in a little pocket there, which I could lay them flat, but then I wouldn't be able to see them. At least they're stood up here, and they're in size order, except for this little bugger he got. That's the one I use for lace. All right. The inside has these dividers in it, and I've been storing my pattern in here as well, just standing straight up. And these come out. You don't have to have these in, but they do come with it. But they're just Velcroed in there. So even I could even take this one out and then have 2 large pockets here as well. And what's nice is the removable parts is all the hooks. Velcro is actually called hook and loop, and the loop is the part that stays in, so you're not going to get your yarn snagged on it. This is the only part that has the hooks on it, and like I said, that can come out completely, and you can have this all open, or it can stay in there. Now, what I used to keep all of my hooks in, let me get these here. I have these 2 matching pencil boxes. So my hooks were in here, my stitch markers were in here, my little scissors were in here, but again, there was no place for my big scissors. But I got these on clearance once after the school supplies went on clearance one year. And so I always have pens and stuff with me for marking off on patterns, and I have highlighters. I have not put those in that. And then I have, from when my finger was cut, I have it's my little yarn holder. So those are still sitting in here, but I didn't find them necessary to carry with me right now. What I will tell you is that I tend to take crocheting with me often when my husband and I are spending the day out. We tend to go to multiple stores, and we go on opposite ends of the city. It doesn't bother us. We drive a lot just to get the things that we need. It's just nothing new for us. So I always take crochet with me, and typically I'll take a project bag with me, but it's typically a drawstring bag, or it's like the open top bag. I took this with me today, and I drive a Wrangler. I have a Wrangler. My husband has a pickup truck. When we're in the pickup truck, I set my bag on the floor in between the 2 seats where it's still carpeted, and I don't like my yarn to touch the floor. I don't like my purse to touch the floor, so I'm always holding something on my feet. But what I found is this in the Wrangler, when my husband's driving, I set it on my knees, and it actually balances against the dashboard, and then I have a nice work surface. It worked out really well. I'll put a picture in here. And so again, it's called the Molly Ollie tote. I got it from Little John. Like I said, I will link her video down below. She did have, at one point, she had a affiliate link that offered a discount that is no longer good. The video is from last year, and I don't have any affiliate links either. But again, it's the Molly Ollie tote. I had a lot of rewards, and I use, I have an Amazon Visa that you get a percentage back. Plus, I earn gift cards by using Fetch Rewards. I always just get an Amazon card, and so that cost me $1.20. Why wouldn't I try it for $1.20, right? So I'm actually quite happy with it, and the fact that I only spent $1.20 on it is just that much better. I think it ended up being $30 with sales tax for my county. It's $27.99, I want to say, and if you have Prime, then you just pay your taxes, or your sales tax, and you don't have to pay shipping. But I like it. I don't know, it's just me, but a lot of people want the closed bag, but I don't want the closed bag because I have a problem with the yarn feeding out of the closed bag. I like the open bag. So I just wanted to let you know about that, and thanks for stopping by, and happy crocheting.